I'm going to show you how to change a guitar string on an electric guitar. I'll only remove and replace one string, but you'll get the idea. You have to do it 5 more times. I do recommend in the beginning, when you change strings, don't take all the strings off at one time. You can take the top 3 off and then the bottom 3, do 3 and 3, or at least keep the 6th string on and change the other 5. This way it gives you access to the fretboard if you see dirt and you want to clean it and polish it. Have your cloth ready and have your polish ready, and also have your fretboard cleaner ready. You apply it, you wipe it off, then you put the new strings on. I'll show you how easy it is, and I'm also going to show you some of the accessories, how you can utilize them and making a string change. Very simple and very easy. Let's start with removing the 6th string. I'm going to take our string winder tool and I'm going to turn it clockwise. What this does is it's turning the tuner and loosening the string for me. So once I got the string with no tension on it, I'm able to pull the string out of the tuner. And now this type of bridge on this guitar is a stop tailpiece style bridge, traditional style bridge, non-tremolo. So the string goes over the grommet and through the tailpiece. So all you need to do is just pull it through, and there's your old string. Now, just a little bit of advice, knowing when to change the string, you'll know. If you happen to break a string, of course, you need to change that one. And again, sometimes strings just get old, like I said before. You'll see little fret markers, little lines in the string from where you've been playing the string and where it kind of got old. And that's a good indication, a visual indication that, yeah, it's time to change the string, it's getting a little old. So for this particular demonstration, you take the old string. I always wind it like this, keeps it nice and easy. You put it aside, you throw it in the garbage. Always watch these ends though, because they will they will get you. So always be careful of that. Now you take the new string, you unwind it. You have the ball end of the string, and then you have the bare wire with the wrap around it. It's very simple. With the guitar down on your lap, if you happen to not have a table or some kind of workbench, your lap will suffice. Now, where we took the string out, that's where you want to go right back in. You put it through the tailpiece. Now again, you want to take the end of the string and you want to pull it through over the bridge. And you see on the bridge that there's a little indentation. The string should glide right over that. You take your string, and now through the tuner, you place the string through it. Now you don't want to pull it tight and then tune it up. You want to leave some windings around the tuner. This will also help secure the tuning and keep you in tune. So again, what I always do is give yourself a little bit of slack in the string. You take your string winder, and this is where this thing gets real handy. Now I'm going to turn counterclockwise. Now as you see how I'm holding the string up and forcing a little bit of tension, I pull this up. Now I created because it's metal, I bend the string up, which forces it to, there we go. And I keep winding around. So now I have a little bit of tension. Now it kind of caught onto the tuner, and I'm able to use my string winder to kind of create a little bit more tension. Now you don't want to go too much tension, because again, you have to tune the string up to pitch. Another little piece of advice, when you put the new string on, again, like I said, watch how tight you wind it, because you can break a brand new string as well. What you want to do is, because it's a new string, they have to stretch out a little bit. Some of the older strings have already been stressed, so that now the new string will always have more tension than an older string. To wear the string in a little bit, just give it a little bit of a tug, not very hard at all. Just go up and down, kind of pull the string all the way through a little bit. This will also help when you tune up, that you don't have to keep tuning and tuning, because that string will stretch. So you kind of want to pre-stretch it a little bit. Give yourself a couple of windings on the tuner. Now again, our trusty little tool here has a string cutter. We'll use our little string cutter. Now don't cut the ends too short, because they could fall through, or if you did loosen them to tune down, you don't want the end of that string falling through, the hole there. So you take it to about the top of the tuner, and you cut it off, and then you throw this end away. You tune it to pitch, and now we just restrung an electric guitar. As a footnote, with non-tremolo style guitars, you may also run into a guitar where you have to string the string through the body, which I'll show you here. It's basically the same principle as the traditional style tailpiece, but you take the string through the back of the guitar, bring it up through the bridge, and then again you follow the same steps of through the tuner and tuning up your guitar. Again, you may have a guitar that's not a stop tailpiece. There's a few different kinds, like in Telecasters. That's just how you string it through the back. If you have a traditional non-locking tremolo, let me show you how you string up one of these types of systems. Now, through the back, normally you'll see a plate. I recommend you remove the plate. It's just easier access to the tremolo block. The string goes in through the block, out through the front. Again, over the bridge, and again down to the tuner. So if you have a non-locking tremolo bridge, that's how you string it up. Now that you know how to change strings on an electric guitar, here's a few extra tips. When you go and buy strings, buy multi-packs. Have a few extra left over. It'll save you money in the long run. Now, climate. I want to touch on this real quick. From drier to wetter climates will affect your strings and the life of your string. If you live in a drier climate, they can dry out a little bit, or if you live in a wetter climate, they can rust on you. Always make sure to wipe down your strings when you're done playing. That will also help in the lasting of the life of the string. And also be aware of your climate. If you're traveling from one climate to the next, have some extra strings on hand because you may have to change them when you get to your destination. Just a couple of helpful tips.